9 on Your Side starts now.
Good morning, Tri-State. We have new information on that former Tri-State man who is now accused of murdering a student at the University of Utah. Austin Boutain is now charged with aggravated murder, criminal homicide, and robbery. Police in Salt Lake City say he killed an exchange student from China while trying to steal the student's car. He and his wife are also suspects in a homicide in Golden. Mount Healthy police handed out candy during Halloween, but they also made sure registered sex offenders stayed away from children. They and other departments enforced Ohio's no candy law. It prohibits sex offenders from decorating, wearing costumes, or giving away candy. The Browns are blaming the Bengals for a botched trade involving A.J. McCarron. The Bengals submitted their paperwork to the NFL before yesterday's trade deadline, but the Browns did not. The Browns claim they sent their document to the Bengals and it wasn't passed along. Have you had your hug today? It's National Hug Day, and numbers suggest hugs are in, even in the workplace. We sent our own Andy Choi out to see who's embracing this warm and fuzzy holiday.
It's National Hug Day, so who's ready with open arms? We're gonna find out the only way we know how. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
And I lingered a bit, didn't I?
Yeah, a little long.
I mean, how long is too long to linger?
That was probably too long.
Okay.
Oh, no, I can't.
Oh, for real? Come on.
It takes a little convincing for some,
Come on.
but most people were pretty cool with our warm embrace.
National Hug Day? Thank you.
I'm not the strongest hugger, but why not? Let's do it.
Eric Kimball's company, The Creative Group, conducts office surveys and found 54% of executives say coworkers hugging in the workplace is common.
Certainly, we're seeing it more and more with our clients. Companies are promoting more and more of a casual business environment.
You guys are coworkers.
Correct.
Yes.
Do you guys hug at work?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
More people are hugging at work now.
Oh, not in our office.
I appreciate it.
It seems we all could use a few more hugs these days.
All right.
Some just more than others.
I probably have to go.
So hugs aren't for everybody, but on a day like today, it's best to just bring it in. Just don't linger. For the now, I'm Andy Choi.
The Creative Group survey found while hugging coworkers is common, hugging clients and business contacts still remains pretty rare. After enduring freezing temperatures and rainy weather at his son's sports games, a Tri-State man decided to invent something to keep him warm and dry. And tonight, he will be on Shark Tank for his idea. Rick Peskovitz says the show actually contacted him 2 years ago. He says his Facebook page for his invention, Under the Weather, went viral, and the sharks took notice. The first time Peskovitz set up his pod, he says his children were less than thrilled.
I remember back the first time I brought my first sample in 2010 to watch our kids play, and I set it up and sat in it, and my son looked at me and said, "You look like a freaking idiot."
Peskovitz says he's sold 40,000 pods in the 4 years the company has been around, but says there's still a lot to learn. Watch him tonight on Shark Tank at 9 o'clock right here on 9 on Your Side. Several hundred Obama supporters were at Miami University's gymnasium yesterday to hear First Lady Michelle Obama. She emphasized what her husband has done to make college more affordable and accessible. We continue our Democracy 2012 coverage with 9 News reporter Bill Price.
After waiting several hours in the cold and freezing rain here at Miami University, several hundred Obama supporters were more than happy to stand, yell, and scream when First Lady Michelle Obama finally took the stage.
The First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama.
In front of a young, mostly college student crowd, Michelle Obama talked about how student loans helped her and the president get to college. She says that opportunity needs to be strengthened for current and future college students.
That when you've worked hard and done well, and you finally walk through that doorway of opportunity, you don't slam it shut behind you. You reach back and you give other folks the same chances that help you succeed.
Some of the crowd's loudest responses came when the First Lady talked about her husband's foreign policy successes.
Tell them that this is the president who ended the war in Iraq. Remind them that Barack Obama, along with all of us, we took out Osama bin Laden. You remind them about that.
A Miami University freshman got the opportunity to introduce the First Lady after getting to meet her face to face.
We kind of go for a handshake, and then she leans in for a hug, and I'm like, okay. And then I hear the words, she says the phrase, we're so proud of you. And that was just, that really hit me hard. That was really like inspiring.
Before she plunged in the crowd to shake hands with well-wishers, First Lady Michelle Obama also reminded the crowd how important it was to participate in early voting. Of course, that means you can still vote in Ohio on Sunday afternoon and Monday morning until 2 before Election Day. Bill Price, 9 News, Oxford.
We had hoped to get 500,000 people here.
I would call it a win for the entire city.
Downtown is dark and quiet this morning. Soon the morning rush will move in, but it won't look like this. Now the cleanup is underway, but it didn't look like this last night. Blink brought huge crowds to the downtown district and created a new set of challenges for police. Reporter Jake Ryle has reactions from both spectators and officers.
First stop, the banks.
I've been here each night, and it's almost like it's a wow factor.
Cincinnati Police Captain Mike Neville wowed by more than the lights, but also by how safe Blink Cincinnati has been.
Having worked all the way through the night throughout this, I can tell you there's nothing critical that I'm aware of. I would call it a win for the entire city.
He says they've stepped up patrols and have done their best to handle the large crowds.
Other than what you have to do because it gets so crowded, whether it's the sidewalks get jammed, I mean, we have to improvise, traffic gets backed up.
Next stop, Main Street, near the courthouse.
How did it feel? And it felt like it belonged to the people of Cincinnati. It felt bigger than any of us. And it felt like everyone had ownership, and it was amazing.
Dan Reynolds and Steve McGowan are the minds behind the event.
Art at its core appeals to everyone. Everyone wants what art gives them. You can have 100,000 people that look at the same piece of art. No one has the same experience. Art is very personal.
Beyond the art, an opportunity.
We wanted people to explore the city in a way they maybe never have before.
Final stop, over the Rhine. Carrie and Ken Miller taking it all in. They live in downtown, and they've seen the difference a few years can have on areas like over the Rhine.
So much to offer, and it's quite different than it used to be in the past. I mean, we've lived here 9 years
Going
downtown,
on 9 years,
and
yeah.
we've just seen things change for the better.
Art brought them all together. Organizers say more than 500,000, a city ripe for exploration.
A lot of people came down who have never been downtown before, have never ridden the streetcar before, and really do not know what downtown and over the Rhine presents. I believe they're going to go back home and say, we need to go back.
We will be checking in with organizers and the city to get official numbers on the 4-day event. We'll let you know when we have those results. The Cincinnati Music Festival is the second largest R&B festival in the entire country. You can see the night is just getting started, and look how many people are here. I've talked to music lovers from Texas, Michigan, and all over the tri-state. 70,000 people are expected to spend their weekend here in Cincinnati. Organizers say this year's attendance is through the roof, and according to them, it's going to be a dance party like we have never seen. The festival started in 1962 and has only gotten bigger each year. Organizers say the 3-day event brings $11 million to the city.
I like the vendors, get some stuff that just to spend money with the black entrepreneurs. I like to support the city of Cincinnati. They treat us well. And the artists, of course, And then I just like spending money. You can't take it with you.
Mary J. Blige will be the headliner tonight. She's expected to take the stage around 11:20, but there are plenty of acts happening all night long. And Usher will be headlining tomorrow night. If you're headed down there this weekend, there are plenty of events happening before and after the concerts. We have a full line of festival events and parties on WCPO.com. A grateful mother is in search of a flying pig hero tonight. In the midst of the marathon, her son collapsed. A stranger stepped in and just may have saved his life. 9 on Your Side's Julie O'Neill talked to that mother and son just a little while ago.
It was on his bucket list to run the Flying Pig half marathon. Then about a football field from the finish line, it happened.
All of a sudden I just lost it, and I lost my balance, and I fell on the ground, and I didn't know where I was, and I just passed out.
David Snyder was running with his girlfriend who wasn't sure what to do. but someone else did.
It was a random stranger, a runner, who came over and he helped me.
The stranger stayed for 20 minutes, stabilizing him and helping him get to the medical tent. His mother, Kathleen, a mess.
I didn't eat before I ran, and my blood sugar had dropped to a very dangerous level.
So you've been training for how long?
Since January.
And you didn't know to eat before the race? What do you think about that?
I think he should have known a little better, actually.
Mom can smile now that all ends well. Snyder's younger sister actually captured him. That's him in the dark gray shirt, finishing that short distance left in the race later in the day. But the real honor goes to the stranger in the white shirt they all want to thank.
Hopefully you're watching, because I want to give you an extra big hug as well. We appreciate the sacrifice you made, and I know it was a huge sacrifice for you. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
If you know who that stranger in the white shirt was, please let us know. That's 9 on Your Side at noon for this Wednesday. We'll see you again at 4 for the Now Cincinnati. And don't forget, keep 9 on Your Side at your side everywhere you go. Download the WCPO 9 on Your Side app now.